Hey guys, today we're out here in Central Texas in the hill country.
Yeah, a little bit more excitement.
Hey guys, today we're out here in Central Texas in the hill country, and we're teaming up with the folks from Rome Ranch. We're talking about regenerative land maintenance. No, management. Regenerative land management. Land regenerative. We're going to be focusing on regenerative land management. You know, these guys got the. Do you want me to dig in, Hunzy, to like introducing them? How? No, we'll save that for him. What'd I say?
Regenerative.
Say it again.
Regenerative.
Regenerative. That's really? We're going to be focusing on regenerative land management. Right, what's so funny? Regenerative. And today we're going to be focusing on Jesus Christ. And today we're going to be focusing on regenerative land management. You know, no, we don't need to talk about that. So I'm standing here with Taylor, founder of Rome Ranch. And Taylor, can you just tell me a little bit about what exactly is regenerative land management?
Yep. Regenerative agriculture is a decision-making framework in which we're intentionally making decisions on the property to create a net positive return on the ecosystems. And the tools that we're doing that are actually what you see here. It's our livestock. So we manage our livestock in a way that replicates natural ecosystems and allows these animals to express their behaviors that create that net positive return.
So, interesting. So basically, you're just, trying to mimic how nature would normally operate, which is a pretty well-balanced and perfect system when left to its own devices.
Exactly. This land had been farmed very conventional. So when we acquired this property, it was very degraded. We had barely any biological diversity.
Because that industrialization of, especially, livestock, I mean, that's just not sustainable.
No, yeah. Recently, the FAO, which is the Food and Agricultural Organization, came out with a statement that we only had about 60 harvests left before we mined the soil, the resources needed to produce food on the planet.
And
so something has
terrifying.
to change. Yeah, so let's actually return, build health, build wealth in our soil and our ecology.
I love that. These bison, let's get to work. Is there something, what's the first step of the job here today?
It's really important that we keep these bison moving, and so we're taking them out of this pasture and we're actually moving them to a new paddock that's never been grazed by them, and so they're going to be really excited to move today.
So when they go to a new land, they get some new, like you said, the new natural grasses and food. They get pretty chipped up about that, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome. This is a food desert where they're in right now, and we need them here. We need them to impact this ecosystem, but they're ready to leave, and where they're going, there's actually a lot more food.
Okay. Put me to work, Taylor. How cool is this, man? So yeah, we're getting ready to start moving the bison. I'm gonna hop up in the mule. I got a couple bags of alfalfa pellets, and we're just gonna tease them a little. And the idea behind that is that they follow me. Fire up the mule. Oh, give me 1 sec. Oh, now. All right, you boys. I could dump a bag. Well, we got a real good chunk of them, but a couple of them, as you can see over there, Vinny, kind of got spooked off. So we gotta go, just a day in the life of a rancher here. They smell sweet, they smell delicious. I could see why they would want them. And it's cool because alfalfa is something that they would normally eat, They're feeding the bison what bison would and want to eat. Healthy food, make healthy bison, make happy people. Bon appetit, folks. Not gonna lie, a little nervous. They're big animals. I gotta say, they do give off kind of a calming energy. And I found with dealing, not that I do it a lot, but dealing with animals is if you give that energy back, they sense it, you know? You got one behind you, one loner. Get in there. We're gonna go for the hand feed, Vince.
That's there. Oh, one last. That's Poppy.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Come on, Poppy. Poppy. Hey, Poppy. Oh, hungry girl. You got a big wet nose on you. Come on, Poppy. Here, one more. Hey, take one for the road, Poppy. All right, successful. We were talking a little bit about these before, these alfalfa pellets, how you guys wouldn't want to use like a grain or a corn or something.
These are ruminant animals, so they're biologically engineered to digest grass. Grain makes them sick, it kills their gut biome, and so we're really strict about what we supplement these animals with. It's the dormant season, so our grass stopped growing here, and so we give them treats of alfalfa to help boost up that protein. And
I mean, this smells, I almost like want to bite this. It's kind of got a sweetness to it. It smells nice.
Yeah, our 2-year-old daughter, Scout, eats those. It's pretty weird.
Oh yeah?
There you go.
Not bad at all. A little cup of coffee? It's actually pretty good.
A little biscuit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, one of the reasons antibiotics is so pervasive in livestock is because we feed animals diets they're not engineered to consume, so they get sick. We're trying to replicate the biology that thrives in their gut.
What they're designed to eat.
Exactly, and then in return, we don't have to do anything. They're healthy animals. We don't have to treat them with any kind of external medicine.
Right, and it kind of seems like a win-win. I ain't a smart man, but that seems like a no-brainer. Is the reasons why folks that are doing, grain-fed and corn-fed, is that just for profit and desirable markets?
You know, when you feed your animals corn, they get fat really quick. We decide not to do that. It takes us about a year longer to get these animals ready to harvest, but the meat quality and the health benefits are just far superior.
The health benefits, big time. Because, a lot of buzz, but, everyone's talking about in humans, the gut health and how it's tied into everything. Why wouldn't it be tied in with every other creature?
Yeah, it's critically important. We want the bacteria in the gut to be deposited into the soil to feed the soil bacteria.
So the bison kind of help build ecosystem.
Yeah, when you let them be bison and eat what bison are supposed to eat, they regenerate the land through that beautiful rumen.
So cool, now we got them in here. What's the next step in this?
Yeah, so this area that they went into, this is called rangeland, so it hasn't been farmed industrially. So we have way more grass here than what you just saw. We're gonna let them be bison for the next 2 to 3 days before they have to move again.
Well, I was gonna ask, how often, I'm sure it depends on the plot of land, but how often do you move them?
Yep.
2 to 3 days. And over here we got that trailer that's I want to talk about it before I was talking with Taylor. We don't need to do it now, I guess. But how there's like 30 different minerals that they have in that thing, and they have to reintroduce that to the animals because the land's been so depleted from it. The vegetation, the grass used to have all these minerals in it, and now they don't. Interesting is that. So cool, I'm guessing we just take what's on the bag and put it in the appropriate bin here, yeah?
Exactly, yep.
Well, I got old FCE.
Free Choice Enterprise, that's the brand name.
Oh, switch. Oh, I got OH.
Yes, okay. OH, OH, bam.
Cool. Why couldn't they just call it potassium P? Why gotta make things difficult?
Because of phosphorus.
Oh, yeah.
Stole it.
Oh, yeah.
You got dibs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, something smells like salt and vinegar potato chips. I like salt and vinegar potato chips. What's next there, Taylor? We're gonna dig right on into the soil.
You want to go deep on soil?
Yeah, let's go deep on soil, Taylor.
All right, let's do it.
Robbie's joining us now. We're brought us out to a field. What kind of dirt, what kind of field are we looking at now here?
This is definitely symptomatic of a really degraded soil system, right? So what you'd love to see is like rich chocolate cake.
Yeah.
And you can put it in your hands and smell it, and it kind of has that earthy, composty smell. And what that means is there's a ton of organic matter. And right here, where
it's been smell like much.
No, it's been managed conventionally for so long that the organic matter in the soil, we had it tested, and it's less than 0.5% of organic matter, and it should be over 7%.
Wow.
And I mean, these grasses' roots are only going, a couple of inches maybe.
Max,
I mean, it's just,
yeah.
We're at the southern tip of the tall grass prairies, and those roots used to go 15, 20 feet down.
Really?
And drive energy from the sun and create this thriving and rich ecosystem beneath the soil. Like Taylor had mentioned earlier, we only have a little bit of time left to reverse some of the damage that we've done.
Right, right. Man, well, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, you should smell that. Like it doesn't even have a smell. This should be decomposing organic matter.
It should smell like dirt.
This is just sand.
Saddest thing I've seen all day.
Part of the problem when you till up land is those discs. Everybody thinks it's like loosening up the dirt, but it's actually packing the dirt down below. So you might have loose dirt for 10 inches, and then beneath that you have a firm, compact layer, and roots can't go through that either.
Really?
You'll even see roots go down, hit it, and go sideways.
No kidding. Jeez. Now, why did people think that was a good idea?
Humans love monoculture. We love seeing the rows. We love seeing everything like perfect and square and clean and one color and one thing, and nature abhors a monoculture. I mean, there's a lot of things that were done with the best of intentions, but then you realize 50 years later that we need to reconsider.
Stupid humans.
Look at this thing. It's like about a foot higher than everything around it.
Right.
That's because that's the only place you can't till where there's a tree.
Oh wow, look at that, huh?
Look at the color of the grass and how thick
everything
this other
looks
stuff
better
is beneath it.
You see that green footprint that we're standing in? That's literally because that's where the chicken coop was before this. And should I let Robbie talk about it?
So what we have in there are some chickens, and we're setting that thing and we're moving it every couple of days, just like we were talking about with the bison, in order to allow those birds to play their role on the land, right? So what they're doing here is they're scratching up and they're breaking that compacting topsoil that we talked about, which allows both seeds to get in, but it allows seeds to come out and break through that layer. The other thing that they're doing is dropping a crap ton of nitrogen. Right? So you can go out and buy chemical nitrogen and fertilize fields unnaturally, like you see done, or you can figure out ways to bring that fertility in through the use of animals and animal impact in a biodiverse situation like we have.
Unbelievable. So just that little footprint of a few days of chickens being here, doing natural chicken things, brought back life to this area that quick.
Like you said, maybe we can dig into some soil and check it out, but it sure looks a lot darker and more chocolatey on the top.
Unbelievable. Beat it, Pooch, you're in the light. So look, oh my God, right off the top you can see it. I mean, it's already starting to look like, it looks like dirt. Yeah, wow. Completely different smell.
You get a little bit more of that kind of musky,
earthy,
composty, yeah.
It smells like dirt.
Yeah.
How long does it take for Mother Nature to make say, an inch of healthy topsoil?
Well, so the science says it takes between 500 and 1,000 years to create an inch of healthy topsoil, right? Which is how disturbing it is to look at and see where, you lose 5-10 inches, a foot of topsoil over 50 to 100 years of conventional farming.
In a handful of really, grade A healthy soil, how much life do you think is in there?
So in 1 tablespoon of healthy soil, there is more organic life than there are people on the planet today and in history, all time added up together.
In the existence of humans.
Yeah.
In
all mankind.
1 tablespoon, you said?
Yes.
I can't even comprehend that. Yeah.
It's got to be healthy soil, though.
It gotta be really good soil.
This soil right here has got a long way to go.
Not so much. That's got like the population of San Diego in it. You keep mentioning carbon. Can you talk to me a little bit about that? Or you can too, Savage.
We were just talking about this, right? We were talking about the difference in the color. Well, what the color is organic matter, and what organic matter is about 50% carbon. So as we're coming in and bringing these animals, we're actually pulling carbon out of the atmosphere and using it to promote fertility in the land. That's what's beautiful about the bison that we were looking at earlier as well, right? Those bison, that's the largest herd of, land ruminant mammals since the last ice age, and all of the fertility, all of the nutrition that we've all grown and benefited from, whether you're eating plants or whether you're eating animals, comes from the fertility that bison put in the soil for us.
So they're kind of the engineers of the soil.
They're the original engineers, the original soil builders of North America.
Wow. Boy, we really screwed that up, huh? Well, Taylor, man, thank you again. This was, honestly one of the best things I've done in a long time. And the message behind it and the vision that you guys are doing, it's not only fascinating, but it's just super important. And thanks again.
Awesome, man.
Thanks to you and your team, man.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to come back and do a little deer hunt, huh?
Anytime.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Sure.
All right, guys, I had a hell of a time today. Not only was it fun getting out there and working on the ranch, what was really the takeaway for me was the educational factor of this, how much everything was intertwined in the symbiotic relationships and how these guys are really revitalizing the land. Nature kind of built the perfect system, and all we have to do is really help that. It matters where you get your food from, and it's bigger than what you're just eating. It's more of, it's the health of the world and the planet. So get out there, guys, and get involved. Go meet some farmers and make a difference. The f want to thank you to Taylor and everyone from Rome Ranch for showing me their world, and Bon Appetit. We can fucking snip that up, right? Oh, there's my ow! Burr! There's my pup. Easy killers. Easy. Those are good boys. Those are good girls. Okay.
Yeah, it's remarkable in the summertime to see the role that those chickens just scratching and pecking can have. And what's interesting too is,
look at that.
if you
Don't even know how many
You are a
would be on
good
there.
pup, huh?
That's amazing.
Oh, you too. Which one's Carnage? Which one's Savage?
Carnage,
Kind of
Savage.
looks like Alf.
Savage.
Yeah, Alf, alien life form.
Carnage, take it easy, all right? Look at you, huh? Pretty. Oh my God. I want to beat you so bad.
It probably is.
Yeah, look, you can get in on a little love too, all right? Ma'am? What are we gonna do about though? We're gonna do some ranching ASMR, ma'am.